What's up, guys? I'm LQ. This is the LQ Review, and I'm here with my review of Capsized, Blood in the Water, the Shark Week original movie. Yes, like many of you Americans, I am a huge Shark Week fan. It's been on my TV all week long. So I did watch the movie last night. What did I think of it? To be honest with you, it wasn't bad. It was quite a bit better than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a cheesy sci-fi, badly directed, bad CGI. I thought everything about it was going to be bad, and most of it was really quality. It really was. The performances were good. Josh Duhamel's character was it was well acted. He was a character that I was sympathetic for, but at the same time, you were supposed to kind of have a little bit of ire for him. You were supposed to maybe not like this character a whole lot, but at the same time, you sympathize with the plight that they're in. The other actors, did a fine job as well. So this is based on a true story of a yacht that sunk on its trip from Maine to Florida, and it hit a storm, and it went down. And the survivors, they end up on a little life raft. One of them is injured in her leg very badly, and they're floating on this raft with no food, no water, and they're out there for the better part of a week. And it's a true story. And I actually did my research on the Trash Man. The Trash Man is the name of the boat that sunk. I did my research on the Trash Man and what happened. And what I respect about this movie is they stay very close to what actually happened. Yeah, it's going to be sensationalized a little bit, but not much. Not more than most true stories are sensationalized. Most true stories have, they say, based on true events, and it's loosely based on true events and mostly sensationalized for Hollywood. This is different. This sticks very close to the reality of what happened. Even when you get down to the shark attacks, there are a couple people that die by shark attack in this movie, and they stay true to how those people were actually killed by sharks. In the reality of what happened, this is going to be mild spoiler here. I'm not telling who got attacked, but in the reality of what happened, some of these people drank salt water. They went nuts. They went out swimming. They thought they saw an island. One of them even said in real life, he said, "I'm going to go get some cigarettes at 7-Eleven or something like that." But they go swimming, thinking they're going to get to an island, thinking they're going to get land because they've gone nuts because they drank seawater, and they get eaten while they're out, on their little swim. More or less, that's the way it goes down in the movie. So there's an element of reality to this movie that I respect. Did the sharks always act true to nature on how sharks actually act? Probably not. The sharks have a major presence in this movie to the point where they're constantly bumping into the raft, and yeah, I get sharks like to investigate, sharks like to bump and whatnot, but in this I feel like their aggression, especially given the fact that these are tiger sharks in the movie, I feel like their aggression was probably a little sensationalized due to the fact that this is a movie. Let's talk about the gore. So this is a made for TV movie, made for Shark Week. I feel like they pushed the limits of the gore as much as they could on a made-for-TV movie. That there was one death that was particularly unsettling. One person actually gets pulled by a shark underneath the raft, and he's fighting underneath the raft, and they hear him getting thrashed around by the shark. And as he's getting thrashed around, he's consistently hitting the raft. They hear him gurgling, hear him screaming, and then they see the blood, the ocean turn red around the raft. Some of the people were covering their ears. They were crying. This was a moment that kind of pushed the limits of what I think they could do on TV, especially as far as realism goes. This was a realistic death scene, and it was a little unsettling. So as far as the gore is concerned, I feel like they did push it as far as they could and still be a made-for-TV movie. There was one person who died of other reasons, and you've got the body that they eventually put over, overboard. So again, something that might be a little unsettling, especially to younger viewers watching Shark Week. The CGI was much better than a lot of CGI shark movies are. I think about sci-fi CGI movies, and those are really bad. This was better than that, but it's still noticeable CGI. For the most part, they are still noticeable CGI sharks. But I would say they're on par with what we saw in Deep Blue Sea, the first one. To be honest with you, I know that movie's over a decade old, but that was also a big budget feature presentation, and I would say that these sharks are on par with that. So overall, this was a fun movie to watch, fun as any survival movie can be. Right? These people were not having a fun time, but for us, the viewer, it was an experience that I enjoyed. So I give the movie a B plus and highly recommend it as far as made for TV movies go. So I'm LQ. This is the LQ review. Thank you for watching, and until next time, we'll see you later.